Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so for this question, we need to use the table A13, which is the table for the superheated refrigerants 134a. So, if you take a look at the table, at pressure 1.4 megapascal and 90 degrees Celsius, we'll have the inlet enthalpy, which is the initial enthalpy here, is equal to 319.37 kilojoule per kilogram. So now let's apply the energy balance equation here, which is E dot in equal to E dot out. If we expand it, we have M dot H1 is equal to M dot H2. As you can tell, M dot can be cancelled out. So this will give us H1 is equal to H2, which means that the enthalpy is constant through the process. So therefore, we have H2 is equal to H1, which is equal to 319.37 kilojoule per kilogram. So now let's use the interpolation in this case to determine the exit temperature, okay, or the temperature of the refrigerants after throttling. So so we use the same table, which is A13. So at pressure 0.6 megapascal, you'll find that the specific enthalpy of a saturated vapor for refrigerants 134a should be equal to 262.46 kilojoule per kilogram. As you can tell, H2, the value for H2 is greater than Hg2, okay? So we're gonna use H2 for the later calculation. Now let's take a look at the same pressure, but with a different temperature here, which is the temperature at 70 degrees Celsius and the temperature at 80 degrees Celsius. As you can tell, the corresponding enthalpy at 70 degrees Celsius is 309.75 kilojoule per kilogram, and the corresponding enthalpies at 80 degrees Celsius is given as 319.57 kilojoule per kilogram. So now let's apply to the interpolation equation here. So we have T2 minus 70 plus 273 Kelvin over 80 plus 273 Kelvin minus 70 plus 270 Kelvin is equal to H2 minus H at 70 degrees Celsius over H at 80 degrees Celsius minus H at 70 degrees Celsius. So now we can plug in the values for the enthalpies. So eventually we have the T2, which is the temperature of the refrigerants after throttling, is equal to 353 Kelvin. If we convert back to the degrees Celsius, we'll have 80 degrees Celsius as the answer. So now let's take a look at the choices based on the question. So the correct answer should be D,